So when did you start taking gear?
I think I was about 30, because I'll never forget it. Flex Wheeler was the one coming up, and he was winning all his shows. And I'm like, man, what is he doing to win all these shows? And I'm gonna go have a talk with him.
Had you won anything prior to that?
I hadn't won anything.
Okay.
I still was getting like third and fourth.
Okay.
So the top three qualified for the Olympia.
We're talking about pros though. Still,
Yeah.
You were still competing
Yeah.
in the pro circuit as a natural bodybuilder.
Yeah, but I would make the top three, so I would get like third, and that would qualify me for the Olympia.
And just to be clear for everyone listening, all the other guys are probably on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't really care about that though.
Of course, yeah.
But I got tired of not placing higher than third.
Yeah.
And like I said, Flex was winning, so I'm like, I'm gonna go have a talk with him and see what he's doing. So he told me everything he was doing, and he even told me who I could get gear from and everything.
Yeah.
So I went, talked to him, and I finally figured out, what exactly I had to do, and I just did everything he told me.
Yeah. Was it? I'm very curious about this because I could never know. Right? It's like in your shoes. What kind of amounts? Like, what kind of gear were you taking? Was it testosterone? Was it tren? Like what?
Man, it was so long ago. I don't forgot what all he told me. I can't even remember. I remember him saying Winstrol.
So an oral.
He said, what does he tell me? It's been so long ago. I can't remember all what he told me. But I just did whatever he said he was doing.
And then you kept just doing that each show?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What the fuck?
But it was like I say, it was median. I won my first show right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it wasn't a lot. I wasn't taking a lot. It was just small amounts here and there.
Yeah.
And whatever he told me he was doing worked for me too.
Yeah. I mean, I think genetically, Plus, anything would have worked for you.
Yeah. And I was 30 years old at the time, because it was 1995 when I won my first show.
Yeah.
That's how I correlate. That's how I remember everything.
Yeah.
I won my first pro show in 1995, the Canada Cup. And it was right after Flex had told me what all he was taking.
So but you remember though they seemed to be moderate amounts.
Yeah, it wasn't that much. It was moderate amounts of stuff.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot, I remember it was like maybe 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
And a few pills here and there.
And did you continue that throughout? That was the same thing you always did?
Same thing I always did. That's all I knew.
All eight Olympias that you won.
No. Once I hooked up with Chad Nichols, now I remember he totally changed everything I was doing.
Okay.
He put me in. He probably doubled everything I was doing.
He increased it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I can remember. But it worked. Whatever he told me to do worked every single time.
Yeah.
He increased my cardio, increased my vitamins. I was taking a lot of vitamins and minerals.
Yeah.
He increased that. My food almost double.
Yeah.
Everything pretty much double when I got with him.
Yeah, and I heard this from Jay that you were just like an animal when it came to obviously your training structure, but also your food. Like you never missed.
Oh no.
You were just like you had a meal, you had it, you ate it no matter what.
Yeah.
You finished it no matter what.
Yeah, everything was structured. Everything was done at the same time, each and every single day.
Is that just your personality? You think?
That's just exactly. That's just the way I was structured back in those days. I did everything according to a certain plan. I did everything according to a certain time of day.
Yeah.
And because I had to come up with something that would work for me because I worked full time.
Yeah.
The police department. So I had to figure out, what time of day I was going to do this, what time of day I was going to do that. And I did everything the same time each and every single day.
Yeah.
Everything was structured to fall at a certain time each and every single day.
Right.
Like when I worked out, the same time. when I had a certain meal, it was the same time each and every single day. Even if I was busy doing something, you know, I may have missed a couple, but I made up for it.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a question on the same line of kind of stuff. What do you think about now? Like a lot of these bodybuilders are dying. Cedric had recently passed away. Like there's, you know, some guys who aren't as in the circuit of bodybuilding, but like Boston Lloyd had recently passed away. Obviously, you know, Rich passed away in the past, but even more like pros are passing away here and there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Everybody's body is different though, you know, so
Yeah.
everybody has their own way of doing things. It's kind of hard, you know, when I was coming up, we had one guy die, and they started drug testing every show.
Yeah.
He died because of diuretics, of course, you know.
Yeah, it's very hard on the body.
So they start drug testing for diuretics every show, and nobody passed away, nobody died or nothing until they stopped. And I'll never forget when they stopped. They stopped. See, he died in what year was that? 1995 or 1996, I think.
Who was it? Did he die on
It
stage?
was Ben Aziza. He died on the European tour. I know I wasn't Mr. Olympia back then, and I think it was either 96 or 97.
Yeah.
Cause and they drug tested every single show after that.
In the IFBB?
In the IFBB.
What? I thought they didn't drug test in the IFBB.
Yeah, they did because one guy died.
Yeah.
And you know, and the vice president wasn't having it back then. He knew what that would do to the sport.
Yeah.
So it was a drug test, and it was a real one.
Yeah.
It wasn't no fake one. You couldn't say, yeah, I took the test, but it wasn't a real test. It was a real test, and if you fail, they took your prize money.
Really?
Yeah. NASA failed. They took his money. That was in 1997.
Were they testing for diuretics specifically? Because they knew that everyone was on gear.
They was testing for diuretics specifically.
Okay, so it wasn't like you're on gear, you can't.
No, it wasn't for any gear, because he didn't die because of that. He died
Right.
because of the diuretics.
Yeah.
And that's what they tested for.
Yeah, the Lasix, Aldactone, that kind of shit.
All that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we couldn't take any diuretics back then
Okay.
until 2001 when Jay failed the test.
And then they stopped. Then they stopped testing.
Yep, because Jay told him he was gonna sue him.
Oh.
And they were like, okay, well, we won't
keep testing.
we won't get.
Oh.
And you get the chance to keep your prize money too. So
Oh shit.
we'll just do away with the testing.
So Jay changed that.
Jay.
Wow.
Jay changed that. Yeah.
Damn.
They didn't test no more after that.